What do you say we continue with our the flood scenario? Consumerist regions are more relaxed about higher emissions, angrier about low wealth, and happier about the geoengineering. Yeah, that's all true. So, where did we leave off? We don't have that many deaths. Where are the ones that we do have? India, Southern Africa, and was that China mostly? It seems still India, of course. But wait, Southern Asia is also there. Southern Africa is a decent one for deaths. Okay, what's happening here? We might be able to just fix this quickly if I just know what's wrong. You have some water stress, I do suppose. So you do have the high yield crops as well. Let's get the advanced water infrastructure, maybe. Maybe it'll help. Oh, we don't have that much money to spend this time. Okay, well, I'm going to start Tobin taxing some areas that often are. Have we just eaten through the commerce sectors of these areas so radically that we don't get much money per turn any longer? I don't know. Well, let's see here. Sick 13%. Okay, fair enough. You don't need any more commerce. It is absolutely unnecessary for you to trade with other countries. Well, you do need more commerce. As do you. I don't know what we'll do with India. That's one big question I have still. I suppose Northern Africa could use something to alleviate their unemployment problem before the same thing happens as befell China. No, India. Well, the water stress is now manageable, actually. We'll just stop these ones now. How about I grow commerce? Sure. And then we'll think about what we'll want after that. It's still only even stability. Are there any other countries, regions, really, that might benefit from more law enforcement? Okay, shall I do some more medical welfare? No, did it not get rid of the support there? So how exactly will we tackle the problems that are in China? Few are working. Rioters are targeting us. Let's get some more technology, shall we? That might be smart. As smart as the super smart grids. Carbon capture and storage will lead me to, well, concentrated photovoltaic cells at some point, I suppose. Maybe that's fine. They at least have this quantum computing and stuff like that. How about that super smart grids? Not really. It doesn't really give me the GDP boost that I'm currently looking for. Southern Africa still needs work to be done there. Shall I just ban something else now? 72% renewables. I don't know what's up with that then. Do you complain about any kind of energy shortages? Emissions, water stress. Just that's in red. Is it that the workers it's declining the amount that there are? Wait, it said something about collapsed worker value. Impaired performance, fairly untrained. I don't know how. I still don't understand a whole lot of what these do. Maybe not a good thing. Let's look at some graphs still. Some more graphs. We are dropping quite drastically in GDP. But maybe that's not bad necessarily. Food per capita. Energy use. To me, I don't think this is 100% bad. I think we would have some kind of a collapse if it was that way. So it must be 100% good. What that means in plain English. Literacy 0.99. Okay. What would happen if you declined some power here? Let's have you declining gas power just in case it does something good. Oh, well, we do have this expensive card here, so that takes away a fair chunk of money, I suppose. So, what exactly is your problem when it comes to emissions? I mean, that's in kind of red. I don't know why. Anything else? I don't know. Okay, what area next? China and East Asia. Oh, well, there might be also not really any technologies I want right away. Yeah, so let's not do that. You are all out of gas. Let's get you some synthetic feedstocks, sure. That sounds like a reasonable thing to do. How about that Middle East then? Water stress 21%. We might even be able to get rid of the desalination program well, we've done it in India already, but not it really in these other places. I don't think it's wise. Middle East, Latin America. Huh. I don't even know what I would... Maybe famine relief program here. You appear to... Maybe you have too low of a agricultural sector, too small of an agricultural sector. I should grow my agriculture in some areas. Let's see, where is it so as low as that? Well, North America is one of the places it would appear where it's pretty low, but I can't really do much about that there. Russia is one. Instead of growing commerce, let's be smart about this and grow agriculture in Russia. We might not want to cause some kind of a collapse. India, but you have other problems. It's not necessarily the amount of workers. Well, 12.4. I suppose it's the amount of workers as well. Ah, yes, and I am growing agriculture there. How about... South Asia could do with some more agriculture, I suppose. Oceania, let's get some more agriculture here. How about in Japan? You could do with some more as well. Let's just avoid any kind of a global famine. How about that? A true famine. Northern Africa. Well, South Asia, we kind of looked at that already. Yeah, it seems to be fine. What shall we do here? Yeah, we do want commerce here. We might be able to decline the gas power some more, actually. In Northern Africa. North America, pretty much done. India, done. Oceania, Japan, Europe, Russia. What here? What shall we do here? You do have all the I suppose we don't really have money to do anything else. So that kind of means we can't really do much. Okay, this will be pretty much, might even be the furthest I've gone when after this turn. Coal. Resource demands devastatingly outstrip global supply. I suppose we might have banned coal, right? Impact the death toll was only 8 million, though it's fine. Mars colony tries again. Lessons from prior failures are being taken in stride, and a new batch of brave settlers embark on a mission to colonize Mars once again. Yeah. Look at these emissions, not much happening in that. Russia and Oceania have some things going on. I suppose the Tobin taxes. The migrant numbers lead to a crisis. How about we move the migrant center to can we really do it in here either? We'll do it here and see where it goes. Where's the climate refugee center? I suppose we could look for a country that doesn't dislike us for putting it in there. For example, Japan. Sure. And you can continue with the Tobin taxation. Southern Africa is having probably some kind of fire. Uranium shortage. Well, I suppose because we have banned too many things and now they just don't really have things that they could what's the word I'm looking for? Replace them with. Okay. So India. What's going on in India? Grim but true. Riders target here. 92%. It's not bad sickness-wise, though. 81 toxicity isn't bad at all. Your agricultural sector sucks pretty much. What can we possibly do in India? Probably under these. They don't like the job sharing initiative even. How about I also try to grow commerce? In addition to all these other things. They are even in when it comes to do you like the relocation assistance? Yes, you do. So we can't really get rid of that. Let's get rid of the medical welfare program. They are fairly self-sufficient that way now. And instead let's get the... Where was it? What was I looking for even? What? Ah, fund law enforcement, of course. That's it. Mostly in India. It's really difficult to see, actually. Where the troubles are. 2 police states and a whole lot of restrictive ones, and well, it's decent there. Southern Africa mostly. Let's get you the nanotech, sure. And maybe we'll go for fusion as well. Now. Europe was researching these things. It's now the tech leader. Yeah, it's got a fair lead. Now, finally. It'll be almost the game over when we'll get the last technologies. Oh, whatever. How are you doing? 8% water stress, it's fine. Of course, it wouldn't hurt to get benthic depressurization. Whatever. We won't do that. I don't really see what we would want. This does give me more uranium efficiency and mined uranium efficiency. And we did have that uranium shortage. Let's get the 4th generation nuclear conversion incentives there. What else? China. How are you doing, China? Pretty decently, I'd say. We could always... how about we get Tobin tax going on here? I kind of doubt there's much we want to do in China any longer. How about I got fusion? Yeah, instead of the Tobin tax. Is that wise? Let's see here. 62 years. Let's start researching that here. How's your... It's 68%. I don't know why it's dropping. Still. What's happening? Huh. Oh well. How about we deploy some fusion instead of declining gas power? Maybe that's a problem that we are having. We have too little energy. %94 there, 81%. Oh, these might be things that are... no, because the gas and uranium, which we haven't banned, are there. We have shortages in Northern Africa. That's a bit of a problem. How about I commit you to renewables? Let's try to get those energy shortages done with. Do you seriously need this adaptation to heat and droughts any longer? I don't think so. Okay, I'm also kind of... We don't necessarily want this unemployment to be at 0 and still grow our economy. That's not going to do anything good for us. any good for us. The workforce is 690 million. I don't know. We'll just leave those be. Okay, you are done with the agricultural expansion. So Southern Africa, China, they seem to be done. Middle East, done. South Asia. What can we do here? Hydropower at capacity. Can you get any interesting technologies like that first generation fusion? Let's get to that. We'll get more power. Try to get more power now, finally. How about you? Fusion, sure. Northern Africa. What shall we do in Northern Africa now? Suppose we could get some technologies. That's a decent idea, I'd say. I can't afford the cards, though. So instead, I'll Tobin tax Russia and then do the advanced drilling techniques and whatnot. Yeah. And instead of micromanaging, let's just look at the rest like this. So what would you be able to do? Any interesting technologies? Not especially. Maybe this... We won't be able to get this in time. That's just silly to put it then. I'll do something else instead. How about here? We have famine here as well. It's the agricultural sector that is too low. I'm pretty sure anyway. Could it be that it's better to have the conventional farming if we want to avoid famine? Plus 20% performance would be from the high yield crops. Let's get high yield crops, sure, to alleviate the famine. We could deploy first generation nuclear power here. But what's the point? We are pretty much maxed out when it comes to temperature. Coal is kind of in a bit like that. Dome sickness again. We are losing support in Russia. It's because of the migrants and the Tobin tax, of course. It's probably fine still. So... rioters... 92% unemployment. HDI is kind of on the rise, fortunately. It had that low of 0.28 there. How about I kind of want to conserve wildlife now, since this is one of the very last places where let's get to the renew high yield crops, because we do kind of have the famine going on here. Food per capita is pretty low. I think this game kind of breaks when the when that true famine kind of kicks in here. Well, the HDI. It's just not pretty much possible to stop it once it starts. So, yeah, I'm not... Of course, I made the situation what it is, but I should be able to fix it just somehow. Come on, game. We need more stability as well. It's just one of those things that we need. Oh, I've gone over time, haven't I? Yeah. So let's save this. And bye for now.